And we're underway here today at Forbury Park with Oliver Mason releasing the jack first. Oliver Mason representing the Forbury Park Bowls Club, whilst Jeff Wilson represents the Kaikorai Bowls Club. Last week we've seen a Kaikorai player be defeated by Andy Bay. Can they redeem themselves this week here on Rubber the Green? Marker this week is Mike Bracegriddle. Oliver with a high-lying first bowl there. Oliver playing with the black and white bowls over there, whilst Jeff plays with the sort of purple, I'm going to go with purple bowls there. It's just going to come in and around slightly. And just a behind. Good line there by Jeff. The face of determination is Oliver Mason here today. He's not too sure about this one. Just swinging off to the right hand side from his point of view. A firmer release here from Mr. Wilson. It's going to drop just in front. A little late swing there. Takes it just wide. There we go. Easy. Oliver just readjusting his line. Looking to come in and around. Ideal bowls right there. Beautifully touches the jack. Covers her up.
How close is the bowl to the jack?
Quick and efficient marking by young Mike down there. He's going to follow that one a little bit. The old double bounce there. Will it have enough legs on it? It won't. It's come up a bit short there, has Jeff. One bowl left it for each bowler here at the very first end of today's opening thrilling game. Oliver, oh look at that. He is happy with that by the looks of it. It's going to come in around. He's strutting down, following it. But will it come round enough? I don't know. It's not going to, it's not going to. It looked good out of the release of the head. Just asking if he's got 2 seconds. Just got to make sure. No, the callers know that he wouldn't. So Jeff Wilson's got a decision to be made here. He's not too sure about that wee grimace of the teeth. It's coming in hot, but it's going to swing. Is it enough? Oh, what's he done? Has he done enough? I don't believe so. I think they're all going to be happy with the one there. They sure are. Opening in goes to the home field boy, Oliver Mason. Taking that score to 1-0. Awesome stuff there in the opening end. Now I've talked up over the seasons of how good this Oliver Mason is, and it's an absolute pleasure to finally get him here on Rubber the Green. He actually suffered a defeat last week, so he's looking for a bit of redemption. In the pre-match interview that I had with him, he actually mentioned how good this Jeff Wilson is. And he has quite a bit of respect for him, so he knows that he has to be on his A game or else he is in it for a long day. So awesome stuff to be able to get the opening end, but can he continue on with it? I was getting the rundown as well from Oliver about the rink that they're using here today. He said it changes completely from end to end with this one, with a slight downhill slope in that opening end, so playing towards the street. The beach end here, just obviously slightly uphill.
Your weight was perfect, Pete.
Is that the shot or?
Yeah, we're one down to that.
Oh, do you want me to change? No, okay.
Going very wide here, very, very wide.
Yeah, weight, good.
He's just going to find himself inside. That's great bowls. That is what you come here for, people.
That's why I struggled last night. I could have struggled with the previous time.
Just making sure of this one. He's following the same line. This one's sliding up just a little bit quicker. He's just going to, push a little bit closer. That might be a wee measure there for a second, so I don't know if they'll come into effect just yet. Oliver's looking for a different line this time, but free up on his left-hand side. Trying to keep it in tight. Is that enough? Can he get inside? Does it have the legs? It's going to be a bit wide. It's not going to play any effect at this point in time. Very busy day down here at the Forbury Park Bowls Club. Awesome to see. Plenty of Kaikorai visitors here today. And plenty of characters out there on the rink. I see one lurking around in a West Ham jacket, otherwise known as Neil Birch. A very well-known figure within the bowls community and the football community. Absolutely great lad, and awesome to see him out here today, showing these young ones how to do it. Oliver with his final bowl for the end. It's looking good. Can it just nip inside? I think it might. Oh, this could, if that gets a wee touch. Ooh, close but no cigar. Possible measure here. Jeff is going to need something special here. There's plenty of room in there. Should he be able to drop that in? But it is going to need quite the special bolt.
That's that far down, mate. Either side, we've got 4.
Ooh, he's opted to go around the right-hand side for himself. Yes, Mark has gone straight out there. He needs a judgment call right away. Has it nipped inside? Not enough, though. Looks like we're going to go for the one there. We're just going to make sure for the measure. Each player having a look. Yep, the measure's coming out here, just to make sure. Oliver will be happy with this. 2 opening ends and opening points at both ends.
Get in before it gets clogged up, mate. Line's good.
Here we go. Here's the big moment. It's closer. 2 points. Wow. What an opening couple of ends here for Oliver Mason. Score sits at 3-0 in favour of the home green boy. Oliver and I used to actually work together down at Centre City New World. Spun many a yarns. Sadly, he's no longer there. But I know all the crew back there will be cheering him on today. Good old John Boy was giving me some tips on what to say about Oliver throughout the week. Telling me, say he's the better twin, as Oliver Mason is actually a twin. Tell him that tell him how to bowl, because he doesn't know how to. These are all words from John, as he'll be watching here tonight. And what an opening bowl that is. Oh, you'd give your house for that one if you could bowl that each week. But the fact is, you just cannot count out Jeff Wilson. They don't call him Goldie for nothing. Oh, this one's going to come in and around. It was looking good there, Jeff. It was looking good. Now, because he's right next to the jack, he may want to get just in behind here. Looks like that's what he's going for. Doesn't want to knock it too far off. Around just a little bit more.
You're under that anyway, Dave.
Here we go. They're all coming down this one line here. It's obviously a much smoother line for themselves. That looks marvellous, Jeff. He's watching it. He's watching it the whole way down here, but I think this is looking nice. Oh, it's just found the line. Oh, well, it'd be nice to see what the line would have been had his first bowl not gone in the way. And then around once again, looking to just go in behind. So obviously wanting to skill a bit too much sugar on the Weetabix here. Jeff with his second to last one in hand. Now he's gone down the opposite line there. Down his right hand side line. It's coming in hot there. It's looking good. Oh, it has done a mark, but I think it's done more damage than it is good. How unlucky is that? He's each bowler with one in hand here. Oliver will look to absolutely wrap this one up. Very interesting to see how close he can get this one. Could we see our possible first four for the season? Jeff sure hopes not. Oh, I don't know if that's done enough. Oh, but it has snuck through. Here we go. Jeff, one ball in hand. I feel like he's got something special here. A nice clean bowl, and he's following it through. He's watching this one intensely. Has he stolen it? Is it going to come around enough? Has it got enough legs? Oh, wow. Unlucky not to get on the inside there. Oliver definitely picking up the one there. Has he picked up two, possibly? It looks like just a singular. Just confirming one moment. No, yes, so they were playing around with the scorecard there. He actually picked up two there. Apologies, my angle's not the best here. But Oliver Mason, I don't want to give him the commentator's curse, but he's sort of running away with it here. He's sitting at 5-0 here after 3 ends. The ideal start that he wanted. As he mentioned to me prior to the game, he knows that Jeff is a very classy player. And to be able to get on top, I think this is the sort of start Oliver needed. knowing what Jeff can do out here on the green. Opening the bowl again by young Mr. Mason. Surprised to not see his missus out here today cheering him on, Jules. Definitely his number one cheerleader, other than himself. Plenty of chat going on in and around the greens here today. So many games, so much knowledge of the game in and around here. Absolute privilege to be able to bring you Rub of the Green here. All the bowls clubs are so welcoming to us, and we would like to send you a big thank you, and a big thank you to Forbury Park here today. One of them clubs that everybody knows has quite a few characters in its memberships. Even from head honcho Steve Fleming, one of the living legends, his brothers, Rodney. And of course, earlier mentioned Neil Birch. Quite scattered bowls here to open up. Jeff will be looking to capitalise on this. Jeff taking his time with this one. Good firm bowl there as I mentioned, Neil Birch just walked past and yelled out, "Go Kevy." Good strong Kevy man, and what a bowl that is. Jeff has felt it again. Oliver's got to do something special with this final bowl. So I think Jeff is getting on the scorecard. Is it going to sneak inside? It will. But does it have the legs? I don't know. It doesn't. And it's gone wide as well. Oh no. Bit of trouble here for Oliver. Just looking down at that. It looks like the one with a possible measure. Jeff with an unpressured ball here. Just want to go close. Going quite wide and quite quickly. Following it down, he means business now, does Jeff. He's had the wake-up call. You don't poke the bear. Almost. Let's see what the marker has to say. Two is the call. Oliver straight onto it. No measurement needed. And Jeff Wilson is on the board. After 4 ends, we're sitting with a scoreline in favour of Forbury Park's Oliver Mason of 5-2 over Jeff Wilson from Kaikorai Valley. Some brilliant form early on, and that one just stays in the ring. A very sneaky bowl there by Jeff. As I said earlier, Neil went by saying, "Go Kevy." Forbury Park has a number of Caversham Football Club members here. Actually had a lovely prize giving a couple of years ago here, along with the Caversham Football Club. An amazing night put on between the Forbury Park Bowls Club and the Caversham Football Club. or some community-based clubs are both. It looked like Oliver blew that one a kiss as he released it. He's liking the look of it because he's going to need something special after Jeff's opening bowl. And he's gone and chucked a semi-blocker there. It may play dividend later on.
Yeah, well played, buddy. Down to that.
Don't know if that one will come in and around enough.
Same shot.
There's a deep line jack, but
Radio.
I think just in case Oliver decides to come in hot a little bit later.
Yeah, then change too much, mate. Hey? Yeah.
Put on the line,
Has it got enough legs on it? No, just a little bit short there again, but no harm in that. Jeff with his third bowl.
Mate.
better under there, crap.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You can try it. Wait
Oh,
there.
a slight delay in Jeff's bowl there. That's unusual for himself. Just watching him here today, he had nice smooth action, but it was a sort of delayed release there. He's really placing something back there. Not going to allow Oliver to go in hot there because there's going to be several points on offer for him. Oliver not needing to go in hot there, but he's following it through a little bit. Just needing to see how that rolls on. Has he done
I think
enough?
you got to come here.
Oh,
Just come in
he's
and
not the other
chuck.
one close, so
And
he's
he's
put
good.
pressure on. Not bad, not bad.
Again, Barry. Okay.
Jeff definitely still in the driving seat for this end.
Be too bad, mate.
And just final release of this. There we go, there's that nice smooth action of his. But I'm not sure he's too sure about this one. He's got the wee grimace going on here. Not really going to play dividend here. Pressure on. 2 seconds. Oh, Oliver's asking for it. Can he clean it out? The wee sly smile. The fix of the glasses. He's looking to come in hot here. There he goes. Oh no, has he found the line well enough? It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh no. Not what he wanted. Not what he wanted. The dangers of coming in hot. How many points has he picked up here? I'm going to definitely wait for the call.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. gillians.co.nz.
At Audiology South, we understand hearing loss. Better still, we know how to help. As a Bowls Club member, you'll get $100 off hearing aids and $100 goes to your club. Contact us at audiologySouth.co.nz.
Why wait for seed to germinate? Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
At At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Score now sits at 5-4, still in favour of Oliver Mason of the Forbury Park Bowls Club. But to think, after 3 ends, Oliver had a 5-0 lead. Jeff Wilson, once again proving why they call him Goldie, bringing it back for the last 2 ends, picking up 2 points either end to bring it back to 5-4. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why Rubber the Green brings you the best action that the bowls can possibly bring you. Forget about that big bash league. Rubber the Green is where it's at. No real rain in the air here, but quite a bit of cloud cover. As that one is living on the edge. Wow. A bit of cloud cover here, so quite a mild day. Plenty of jackets wrapping up. I myself have even got a beanie on. Who would think it would be summer? But makes for a nice calm playing surface here today so far. And Jeff is now looking to run away with this. His momentum's back. He's running down the wing. Try line in sight. Can Oliver make that last ditch tackle to reel this game back in? Great line, just not enough legs on it. Maybe needs a little bit more sugar on the old Weetabix. Of course, I'd love to thank all of our sponsors here today, because without them, we would not be able to bring you this incredible show. And of course, we've got the legendary Hard to Find but worth the effort quality second-hand bookshop on 20 Dowling Street. Awesome up there. I was up there just the other week and having a wee look around and just even to just sit down and have a wee read as well. Brilliant stuff. Of course, we've got Ready Lawns. What better sponsor to have when we're out here on Rubber the Green? Look how amazing these greens are looking week in and week out. So big shout out to you guys. Audiology South. Hit them up. Make sure you can hear us in case you're missing out on some of this amazing commentary that I attempt to do. And of course, we've got Gillian's. Year in and year out here sponsoring the beautiful show that is Rubber the Green. Without these guys, we wouldn't be able to bring you the incredible action of these young athletes. So big shout out to all our sponsors. Thank you very much. Now, I've just gone and done the commentator's curse yet again. These bowlers will not be enjoying this as the rain starts to fall. After I said there was no raindrops in sight, you know, here we go. Will it play effect into the green? Oh, just great bunching in here so far for this end. Oliver's got a couple wee blockers in there. Oh, he gets just inside. What a bowl. Oliver, decisions to be made, my friend. What are you going to do? You must bargain with yourself and make this happen. Oh, he had a slip there. Did you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, that rain has actually played effect there. He slipped as he went to release it. It's okay. He's recovered himself. Wow. We almost had a Steven Gerrard moment there. He almost slipped at the vital time. Has he done enough here? Has he got enough legs? Has he learnt from his previous bowls? I don't think he has. Oh no. What are we looking at here? 1, 2. Going for a measure. 3. Yeah. A 3. Wow. Wow. What an end that was. Great stuff by young Jeff Wilson. Taking the highest scoring end in the 6th end here of a 3-0. That is 7 unanswered points Jeff has now put onto the board. Oliver, he needs to change this game up for himself. If we're just going end to end here, each player has 3 ends to their name, but the vital points have gone Jeff's way. 5-7. This is why they are the elite of the elite people. And the marker, Mike, has had somewhat of an easier job here today, with both players just automatically green. We've only had the one measure here so far. Now, we changing colours here by Oliver Mason. The rain jacket has come on. He'll be looking to not so much need a high scoring end, he just needs to get an end to be able to bring this game back into his favour.
Yeah, mate.
No, not even that.
Feet.
Foot and a half.
Play the same shot onto this bowl here.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking of even changing the channel, don't, because if you blink, you might miss some of this incredible action here. 7-5 scoreline, 6 ends down. This is why Rubber the Green is the #1 bowl show this side of the Waikawai 80. Actually met a fan of Rubber the Green during the week, Alan from Fairfield Bowls Club. Always great to meet a fan of the show there. Hopefully we'll make it out their ways in the times to come. I won't be able to lime scooter out there though. That's a bit far, a bit pricey. And that is a great pole there by young Jeff. He has put the pressure on Oliver. That's a great bowl there. And now it's the slight dip down this end. Should come around quite nicely. The fact of the matter is that Jeff has that jack all wrapped up. Jeff will just want to be getting just in behind, I would say. Possible blocker. Yep. Making sure that he's going to wrap up this point. Oliver with 2 in hand. What can he produce?
Yeah, that's 2 bowls high.
Don't particularly know what Oliver was going for there, but it has not happened.
Yeah, that's a wee bit of a bonus for you.
There we go. Final bowl in hand for Jeff.
Well, only 1 down, I think. Yep.
Couple wee bounces once the release happened. He's not too happy about that one. Not the line that he wanted there. Still sitting with the 1. What will Oliver risk for this one? Is he happy to just concede the point? Knowing Oliver, he will not be happy with this one.
Yours fell out, mate. I wouldn't change too much from your last. Sneak past yours.
How has this final bowl gone? Has he turned it into his favour? I think he's going to run into a bit of traffic there. Oh no. Has he just cost himself an additional point? 10 unanswered points. Jeff Wilson thinks this is a rugby game here. He's just literally a couple tries difference of what Oliver Mason can answer here. But I have yet to see a Dell into the arena, so we've got plenty of game time left here. First to 25. a very deep line jack here. Oliver is not the sort of person to place any blame anywhere. He'll look to take responsibility and giddy up to bring this game back in. He will not look to blame Canada.
Oh, Tom, you just ignore that bowl there. You want to be, even if you get it there's good, but if you find that gap, so there, mate.
A very tactical bowl there by Jeff, just getting really into that gorilla position there. Players taking different lines with their bowls here. Oh, look at that. Front and centre, leaving a very small gap there, but if we've seen Star Wars, you know any gap can be targeted.
That last bowl's a shot at it. Yep. Well, I've only got one on the head now, so... Yeah, play here, mate. Sorry, get on the boys. Yeah.
Is that going to come in and around enough? Has it found the gap? Ellie's going around the outside. Oh, not enough there. Oliver now in the driving seat for this end. Coming in around here, I want to get just in front of the original bowls of young Jeff. Maybe dropping it in just in front. Oh, marvellous. That is some great bowls there, Oliver. Let's just ask for how many? 3. Oliver! Jeff needs something special here, mate. He knows he needs it. Sitting with 3 at this point in time. Here it is. What can he produce with this one? Is it going to drop? Is it going to slow down enough? No, he's got too deep. Oliver, this is the comeback you asked for. This is what you gave up your house for. But can he go for the 4? It just can't be a loose bowl. So the last thing you want, you're sitting on 3 points at this point in time. He's just got to go close. Oh, was it enough to take 4? Jeff definitely agreeing with the 2. With the 3. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to get our second measure of the day? Wow. No matter what, this is a comeback and a half by Oliver Mason. First measure out to Oliver's bowl. Here we go. It's going to be tight. Drop the ball. Oh, we're looking at a 3 there. Oh, that's still some brilliant bowls and exactly what Oliver needed to bring this game back. $18, and that brings a close to Jeff Wilson's long streak there. From the 4th to the 7th end, he absolutely tore it up. 4 ends in his favour, picking up 10 points. 2.5 points per end on average. whilst Oliver now just absolutely just surprises himself, I think, even with a 3-pointer there. Two titans of the game here today. A future great in Oliver Mason. He's licking the lips. He's liking the taste of this game now. Not quite liking the taste of this rain as it comes down in abundance right now. Very thankful for the sheltered cover here. Thank you very much, Forbury Park. And I'm very thankful that I did not end up lime scootering here today and instead bringing my car. I would also like to point out how friendly this Forbury Park is. They even allow you to bring your dog in. See one of the players with their dog at one of the ends. Very friendly. Knows not to go down on that green though. He's eyeing it up though. He's eyeing up some of these balls. He wants to chase them down. But he's quite happy as the dog, getting a pat every end. Oh, that's a great bowl there by Oliver Mason. Phenomenal stuff. If I'd known that it was dog friendly, I would have brought my dog Boost along. She's appeared on such shows as Off the Bar. No doubt she would have loved to appear on Rubber the Green, the #1 bowl show in the South Island. Brought to you by Southern TV, the best network on free-to-air TV, if not all of the world. Getting back to the action here, Oliver looks to be in the driving seat here. That one's going to come in nicely. It's as if Oliver did a wee rain dance earlier on. He needed a change in the atmosphere. And the gods have answered his prayers. He likes a heavy 10 track. A bit softer in his delivery as Jeff with that one. Good pressure bowl there by Jeff. He'll be happy enough with that. Can that come round enough? Just going to go in behind. That's the final bowl for Mr. Mason. One bowl left in hand for Jeff. Everybody's looking for a bit of shelter here. The heavens have truly opened up here. Are they going to answer Jeff's prayers here of somehow grabbing this game? And around, has he done enough here, Mr. Wilson? Oh, it's coming around. Not enough though. Are we looking just for one? The singular. Just going to make sure. Yeah, he's happy to concede that one. Singular point there for Oliver Mason. Taking that score to 9-10 in favour of Kaikorai Valley's Jeff Wilson. Nine ends have been played here so far today, ladies and gentlemen. And what a game we are witnessing. 19 points have been made. And a 19 score line in favour of, as I said, Jeff Wilson of Kaikorai Valley over Oliver Mason of Forbury Park. Mike Brace-Griddle has had quite an easy day at the office apart from having to stand down the rain, so I feel for you, mate. Nothing worse than having to stand down the rain for no reason, so big shout out also to our cameramen who are out here bearing the conditions. Thankfully for myself and Luke, we have a bit of cover. Luke inside the truck there, controlling the switches, while myself out here on the green pit with plenty of cover, a whole shelter to myself. Not going to say no to that. A much higher lying jack here. We haven't seen this much today. We've seen more deeper ones. This is the 10th end, reaching them double figures. Last week we witnessed a unbelievable game as we're at Andy Bay, as we saw Jocko take a victory over Craig, and it had to come down to the nitty-gritty for 25-23 scoreline. I wouldn't be surprised today, ladies and gentlemen, if similar things do happen. But can one of these players take control of this game and try to run away with it? Only time will tell, and you, the viewer, will have to stay tuned for all the action. Marker Mike there has went and got the umbrella. Under the umbrella, Ella? Yeah. Fair enough. With this higher lying jack, it's really changed up the bowls here, as Jeff looks to be holding the singular there. He's looking to go straight up the guts here, but not enough legs on it. Surface not quite slick enough now, it's sort of getting a bit heavier. Jeff still with two in hand. It's not looking half bad, this one. Look at this come in. Oh, that was some great bowls there. Oh, in behind. You couldn't have asked for anything better. Wow. Now looking at two there. Last bowl here for Oliver Mason. What can he produce? Will it come round enough? I don't know if it will. I don't know. Here it comes. Inside. Oh, it just runs on a little bit too much. Still sitting with two here. Oliver can't do anything but watch. Two. Yep. Just confirming that he is sitting on the two there. The share of the umbrella there. Oliver looking for a bit of maybe some motivation, maybe some encouragement from Mike. As Jeff shows his class here. Is that going to come in for the third, or it might just be a bit too far off there? We're looking at the two there. Great stuff there by Jeff. Now this is the end-to-end game that we knew that we were in for today. It is truly coming down Suffolk Chronic here, ladies and gentlemen. The farmers are loving it. The cameras are not. Apparently it still sits at 15 degrees, so not so sure about that one. By 2 PM this afternoon it should clear up, but by that time we'll be all done and dusted with our bowls. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to one of the birthday girls, former Off the Bar commentator and host, Tessa Nicol, turning the big 23 today.
What's it worth? What's the white bowl worth? Just draw it.
Once again, we're back to that deep line jack, which is more favoured by both players here. Oliver just holding off. Doesn't want to be put off by Bowler because he's... Wow, look how wide. Now that bowl there is not one of ours. Where has that one gone? Oh, I was going to say it will truly affect the line. Jeff is really holding this game tight here. Never been too far off that one end which he gave away 3 points. Beautiful bowl there by young Jeff. What can Oliver do with this one? Will it get in and around, or has it got to find the blocker? It found the blocker. He is going to need something special with that last one. Jeff with his final bowl. In firm control of this end. And I think he just put it further into his own hands there.
You're around that one, Joey. Easily.
Here we go, Oliver Mason, final bowl in hand. Good for him, he doesn't like to come in hot, but that's a good firm release by himself. Don't know if it's done enough though. Oh, nice lay, but looks like the 3 there.
Your weight's good, Lloyd.
A firm 3. Just to confirm. Yes, 3 points there for the man they call Goldie. A very fast pitch game this one here today. It's taking that score out to the biggest deficit of the day of 9-15 in favour of Jeff Wilson. If we don't forget, after 3 ends, Oliver Mason held a 5-0 lead. It was quickly brought up within 4 more ends to 10-5 in favour of Jeff Wilson. And when they've battling tooth and nail since, but Jeff now holds a 15-9 scoreline. Awesome opening bowl there by young Jeff.
Line's good. Metre and a half.
Oliver with that first bowl just coming up a bit short, and Jeff really wrapping up this jack here.
Right here, mate. Great try. Good effort. Ready there?
Just fighting his own blocker there is young Oliver.
Counting, mate. Fire it down.
Jeff with his third bowl here will look to just go the opposite side to wrap it up, but it's just come up quite short there. Very unusual for Mr. Wilson. God, he's gone in deep. It looked good to begin with. Oliver's come down for the look of it. He's going to watch how Mr. Wilson delivers this final bowl. Also coming in hot here. He's looking to cover up what he tried to do with that third bowl, but just a bit firmer there. And there's no harm in that. Sets him up for a possible 3 here. 2 definitely. Here we go, Oliver with this final bowl. I think he's just found the block and not what he wanted here today. Oh, not ideal for this young man. Yeah, he's not too amused here today. He just could confirm. You're just going to make sure there, sorry. Quite the grimace there from Oliver. I believe a possible 2, if not 3 there. We'll see what the marker does just to make sure. Once again, a very deep line jack. The marker does not even have to move it. Jeff, absolutely clinical here today. Yeah, it was 3 points there. Wow. He is going to need a miracle, is Oliver Mason, if he wants to win this game here today. He's literally just being spanked. But knowing Oliver, he ain't giving up. The inner John Cena in him never gives up. He's the future of this sport. He doesn't get them legs out for nothing. Can't come around. He's gone super wide here. No, not quite enough. Not quite enough. Jeff has put on a clinic here today. Amazing stuff. And it's there for the taking. As Oliver, if he can get one in tight here, it might put enough pressure onto Jeff. Oliver with a bit of sandpaper onto the ball. Looking for that additional swing. They're really having to do a firm job of drying each ball after each bowl here. That pitch is really wood. Look, it's just going to get on the inside. Oh, beautiful. Oh, marvellous stuff there by Oliver Mason. He's doing some incredible stuff there. You just can't make a mistake around Jeff Wilson though, because he will capitalise on it. He will jump on it. So he can come in and around enough, because it's parted like the Red Sea there. Well, it's a good pressure bowl. It's a good pressure bowl. It's in tight. Oliver might want to just use this as sort of as a mark in order to get inside. Give her a similar line to the original bowl that he hit the jack there with this second one. It's not coming around nearly as much though. It's gone in behind. A good safety one should Jeff decide to come in hot here, but I don't believe he will. I think he'll try and just put this tight possible blocker there. He's happy to concede just the one with a 9-point deficit at this point in time. 7 points off the victory here. He has released it quite firmly though. A sort of half coming in hot. I think he's done it. Oh, he has, and he's connected. And pushed the jack out of bounds. We're going to play again. That's some great stuff there. Great stuff. Clinical bowls there by young Jeff. Once again, I'd love to give a big shout out to our sponsors here today. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to bring you the incredible action of lawn bowls here on Rubber the Green. Of course, we've got Gillian's year in and year out. They're out here sponsoring us. So awesome stuff by you guys. Audiology South. If you need any help in that department, head along to them. Brilliant to see new sponsors coming on board. Of course, we've got Ready Lawn. And they are out here each and every week making sure these lawns are looking in impeccable order. And of course we've got the legendary hard to find but totally worth the effort second-hand bookshop on 20 Dowling Street. You could read all about it. And I'll tell you what, some of these bowlers here, Jeff Wilson and Oliver Mason, may appear in these books in the years to come of legends of the game.
Yep. Looking to get a turnout on that bowl, whatever way you like.
Couple bowls in tight there. Quite a few players out here today with the rinks, and that's going to touch the jack. Wow. It's never going to let you go, Jack. The old breath mint there, the old mouth spray. Taking the opposite line there is Oliver. He's going to have to make contact here. Is it going to be enough? Oh. Close, but no cigar. Great to see all the young athletes out here today continuing on battling through the conditions. Jeff giving that the old stink eye there. He's not too sure about that one upon the release. Yeah, he must have known, he must have seen it from a distance following the same line as his original opening bowl. Good firm release there by Oliver with his second to last bowl. He needs something special because he needs to win this end. He needs to take that pressure off himself, and that's going to come up short. He needs something here. Jeff has at least got the one here. It's coming round, it's coming round. Once again, not enough legs on it. Oliver has some decision to make here. Well, what does he go for? I know the game's not over till the fat lady sings, but mate, you've got a lot of catching up to do here. We're 12 ends in. This is unlucky for some, the 13th one. Will it prove unlucky for Oliver Mason? We pop of the colour. Ball in hand. It looks like he's going to be coming in hot here. Feet closely together. Check it out the line. He is coming in hot. Not the most ideal release, but it's going straight and true. Is it enough? Oh, he's gone and done it. Oh, brilliant. And it stayed in bounds. He gets the mark. Oh, and wait a minute. We're going to have to go to a measurement here. Has he gone and just stolen 4 points? Has he done it? Decisions need to be made. Get Oliver Mason in there. This is what the European Union need at the moment for Brexit. Oliver, go make the decision. Oh, ooh, maybe just a two. Maybe just a two. Definitely gone through now. Ooh. Does supportable ruler go that far? I think he's happy with the 3. Four! He's gone and done it. He's gone and done it, ladies and gentlemen. I just had to confirm with him there. That is some brilliant bowls. Four points. Magnificent stuff. Takes it up to 18-13. The first clean sweep that we've seen here on Rubber the Green for the season. We haven't seen a comeback story like this since Shawn Michaels in 2002. Also great to see all the amazing sponsorship signs up and around for the local club here, including LJ Hooker, Lorraine Dealey over there. Want to sell your house? Get her involved. Wonderful woman there. Oh, here we go. Momentum is on his side. He's getting them. Oliver's getting the nod of approval from fellow club mates here. Jeff Wilson is not laying down though. He still holds a 5-point deficit. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, that 13th end has been the greatest end that we have seen here on Rubber the Green, in my opinion. Look, down and out. Look to be the point in favour of Jeff Wilson, for Oliver to not only take the jack with him, but to take all 4 points. Grabbing the game right at the end. You could not have written it any better. But if it is written any better, that's probably the legendary totally hard, and hard to say, bookshop or 20 Dowling Street. By God almighty, another great bowl there. Trying to do two jobs at once there, looking at that incredible bowl by Oliver Mason. Jeff will want to calm the storm here. Only needs that one real good bowl to open up the game again for himself. Open up this end. And it's looking nice. If that can come just inside here, but it's going to come up a little bit short. That rain possibly playing effect there. Oliver, one ball in hand. Possibly want to play a blocker here. Jeff still with a ball in hand. Once again, decisions to be made, but when decisions need to be made, Oliver Mason is the man you want for the job. Round. Is it going to come round enough though? I don't know. It's because it's staying out there. Is it going to sneak on the inside? No, it's going to actually knock that one closer. Oliver's has done this a few times today, and it may have cost him a couple points there. He's still sitting with the one. Jeff might want to come in hot here. Tightens up the shoulders. Looks to release. A much firmer release. His version of the coming in hot. Just looking for more accuracy. It's looking good. Oh, he knocks him away. Wow, what a bowl. Is he taking the point there as well? As I've said, my angle's not the best there. We'll wait to see what the score says.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. gillians.co.nz.
Why wait for seed to germinate? Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
At Audiology South, we understand hearing loss. Better still, we know how to help. As a Bowls Club member, you'll get $100 off hearing aids, and $100 goes to your club. Contact us at audiologysouth.co.nz.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
I'll just wait till Mike puts that up on the old scoreboard there. Once again, a very, very deep line jack. Yes, 2 points there, taking that score. After the 17 ends, we're looking at a scoreline of 16 to 20 in favour of Jeff Wilson. Just sitting 5 points off the victory here today now. But truly has shown to be anyone's game. Coming up just a little short there is Mr. Mason.
Come on, Jim. Yeah.
We're in very, very tight on that jack there is Jeff. Oliver with a great line, but just not enough sugar on the Weetabix there. Now, I'm just looking for young Jeff. He looks to have done a runner down the wing here. I think he's had a quick trip to the loo. All this rain falling.
Oh, one was. No, this is wide. I don't need to get too wide, but that's a good line for your bowl.
Might as well thank our sponsors again in this meantime. Of course, we've got Ready Lawns. They're going to have to do a job and a half to get these fields back on track with all the rain that's fallen. Of course, we've got the legendary, hard to find but totally worth the effort, second-hand bookshop that I said correctly this time. Audiology South, and of course, Gillian's. Thank you very much to you guys helping us bring you Rubber the Green, the #1 lawn bowl show this side of Wikawiti.
Yeah.
Maybe he's locked himself in the bathroom, has Jeff? Oh, here he is.
Well, yeah. You know, just round it. Pretty good.
Yes, definitely need a good dry that ball. Maybe needed to put it under the hand dryer in the bathroom.
That's the one.
Good firm bowl there. Just behind there.
You want it back. You know, get that
Sitting with the
ball
2 possible 3 here. Whoa, Oliver coming hot here. Even though he does have a bit of a blocker there of his own bowl.
up. Just, you know,
2 bowls in hand.
well, you're better than that.
For a different line here.
Got to play through it, mate. You're always playing up through it.
He's going to need a bit more juice on that one. Great line. And he's broken up the points. Definitely what he needed to do.
One down, Mike.
It's all.
Final ball for Mr. Wilson.
Yeah. Still only drawing, mate. You're with far
Sporting
off.
the
You stayed
Wilson
up, you
cap.
got close. Come on, go back and cover that one. Listen, you stretch it out here. Go around here, okay?
Seems a bit lighter now. Very similar line to his previous one. No. You at home will be able to see how many points are on offer at the minute for Mr. Wilson. Oliver having a very good look at this. Vital time in the game here. He needs to break it up yet again. He's done a good job of it at the previous ends. A real pitter-patter of his toes there. Good firm release. It looks to be a little bit more juice on this one, but it's staying very wide. It's going to play little to no effect. Yeah, just there's a wee knock off. So just going to pick up a point here at least. Yeah, I'll just make sure once they confirm here. So there's a singular there, 2 at least. The measurement, very rare that we've seen the measurement tape coming out, the portable ruler. The measurement of his ball first. Oh, wow. Is it 2 points? 2 points there. Oliver doing his best impersonation of President Kennedy there. Oliver possibly using up all his energy to have that wee comeback throughout the 13th to 16th ends there. We brought back 7 points when you thought the game was all wrapped up. But now Jeff has truly taken control of 2 very good ends there as the score sits at 22-16 in favour of Mr. Wilson over Mr. Mason. Mr. Mason holding no secrets here. He is giving it everything he's got, and Jeff is answering the questions. Jeff very much enjoying this deep lying jack here today, and you can see why. Look at that for an opening bowl. Just did front, no harm in that. Absolutely flying for it. 18 ends being played here today, and we sit with a scoreline of 22-16. A very high scoring game early on. Oliver very, very short with that one there. The advantage of the jack release there by Jeff Wilson. Only needing 3 points to take the game here today, so it could be all over here. He's just going to get in front, put the pressure on Oliver here. He needs something special. That's looking like a good ball. As you can see, quite a bit of water coming off that bowl. It's really played havoc here and affected both players' games. But look at that coming in around. If it just swung a little bit more, and it's run on quite a bit there, quite surprisingly. But unusual for this end. Jeff will want to put this game to bed now. He doesn't want no more comebacks. And thank you for tuning in here tonight. As Rubber the Green brings you the best action, it's been a privilege. I'm Hamish Phillip down here at Forbury Park, bringing you some of the best action that we could possibly bring you here in the local leagues. There's two young Titans battle it out here. Two favourites of the game. So another good placed bowl there. Jeff has truly got this game in hand.
What's that white one win?
Quite a similar line there. I hope this comes in a little bit tighter than the last one. As you've seen, it's got enough legs. It might just get him behind. Yeah, there's some good stuff. It breaks it up enough. Not enough to take the point at this point in time. Only the single point. Depends a lot on what Jeff can do with this final bowl.
Or the white?
Taking opposite lines here. That's going to hold up quite nicely. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. That's two right there. Oliver, mate. What will you do? Just when you think you've got the answers, he changes the questions. Jeff Wilson, the golden boy. Oliver Mason, the future of the sport here today. Oliver's going to go on to great things within this sport, but right now he's getting shown how to play the game in all conditions here by Jeff. Understanding when to put the pressure on, when to relax and have a bit more of a variety bowl there is Jeff. Awesome stuff, representing Kaikorai Valley very well. He's very happy with how he's bowled today, and I would say the viewers at home will be very impressed. Oliver now needs something special. Yeah, he's coming in hot here. Game on the line. Well, look at it go. Oh no, Oliver, what have you done, son? Just like that, 3 points. And that is going to be the game. Jeff Wilson has taken the victory here. Oliver had to do something. He needed something spectacular. But Jeff is going to take the 3 points here. What an amazing end to the game. 19 ends. And we see Oliver Mason fall short against a very experienced Jeff Wilson of the Kaikorai Valley Bowls Club. Amazing game, 25-16. Brilliant game. Thank you very much to everybody that's tuned in here tonight. Thank you to Forbury Park for allowing us to come down here. Some brilliant, brilliant stuff. And it's been an absolute privilege to bring you this game here today. From myself and the team, we'll catch you all next week, and stay beautiful, Dunedin.
Why wait for seed to germinate? Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
At Audiology South, we understand hearing loss. Better still, we know how to help. As a Bowls Club member, you'll get $100 off hearing aids, and $100 goes to your club. Contact us at audiologysouth.co.nz.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.